Welcome to Intelligence Gateway.
Communication skills become more clear, concise electorate. Overcoming communication barriers. Communication barriers. What are they and why do they matter? Identifying common communication barriers and challenges. Strategies for overcoming language and cultural barriers, dealing with misunderstandings and misinterpretations, building resilience and adaptability in communication, seeking feedback and continuous improvement. Communication barriers. What are they and why do they matter? Effective communication is essential in our personal and professional lives. But what happens when there are barriers that prevent us from communicating effectively? Communication barriers can take many forms, such as language differences, cultural misunderstanding, physical disabilities, and emotional barriers. These barriers can lead to miscommunication, frustration, and even conflict. It is important to understand these barriers and learn how to overcome them in order to communicate effectively with others. By doing so, we can build stronger relationships, improve teamwork, and achieve better outcomes in both our personal and professional lives. Identifying common communication barriers and challenges. Communication is a complex process that can be impacted by a variety of barriers and challenges. Some of the most common types of communication barriers include language barriers, physical barriers, emotional barriers, and cultural barriers. Each of these barriers can pose unique challenges to effective communication, and it is important to be aware of them in order to overcome them. Language barriers, for example, can occur when two people speak different languages or have different levels of fluency in the same language. This can lead to misunderstandings, misinterpretations, which can impact the effectiveness of communication. Physical barriers, such as noise or distance, can also make it difficult to communicate effectively. Emotional barriers, such as anxiety or defensiveness. Identifying common communication barriers and challenges. To illustrate these types of barriers, consider the example of a business meeting between an American executive and a Japanese executive. The American executive may speak quickly and directly, while the Japanese executive may prefer a more indirect and formal communication style. This cultural difference can create a barrier to effective communication if both parties are not aware of it and willing to adapt their communication style. By understanding the various types of communication barriers and the challenges they pose, we can work to overcome them and improve our communication skills through practice and awareness. We can become better communicators and build stronger relationships with those around us. Strategies for overcoming language and cultural barriers. One effective strategy for overcoming language and cultural barriers is to use visual aids. Incorporating images, diagrams, and videos into your communication can help convey your message more clearly and bridge the gap between different languages and cultures. Another helpful tip is to be mindful of nonverbal cues and body language. Different cultures may interpret gestures and facial expressions differently, so it's important to be aware of these differences and adjust your communication accordingly. Additionally, using simple and concise language can help to ensure that your message is understood by everyone in the audience. Dealing with misunderstandings and misinterpretations. Misunderstandings and misinterpretations are common in communication and can lead to confusion and frustration. They occur when the message being conveyed is not accurately received or interpreted by the listener. To deal with these issues, it is important to practice active listening and ask clarifying questions to ensure understanding. It is also helpful to use clear and concise language. Avoid jargon or technical terms, and provide examples or visual aids to help illustrate your point. Building resilience and adaptability in communication. In today's fast-paced and ever-changing world, communication is more important than ever. However, communicating effectively can be challenging, especially when faced with barriers and obstacles. This is where resilience and adaptability come in. By being resilient and adaptable in communication, we can overcome these challenges and achieve better outcomes. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and adversity. In communication, this means being able to recover from misunderstandings or misinterpretations and continue the conversation in a positive and productive way. Adaptability, on the other hand, is the ability to adjust to new situations and environments. In communication, this means being able to modify our approach based on the person or situation we are communicating with. Seeking feedback and continuous improvement. Seeking feedback is an essential part of improving communication skills. It allows us to identify areas where we need to improve and develop strategies to overcome any barriers we may face, whether it's through formal channels like performance reviews or informal conversations with colleagues. Seeking feedback can help us grow and develop as communicators. Continuous improvement is also crucial for effective communication. By constantly learning and refining our skills, we can adapt to new situations and challenges that may arise. This includes keeping up to date with the latest communication technologies, practicing active listening, and seeking out opportunities for professional development.
Thanks for watching. For more information, like, comment, and subscribe our channel.